you have boarded Lester's tour bus. With your host, Lester Rockwell. Live on Rock Slam Radio. So find a seat and settle in, and be prepared for sudden stops. Some settling may occur.
With a battle cry go forth, which is give the people what they want. And what the people want could only be the senseless slaughter of the gutter slime that litters this nation for cash and prizes. Yes, this is the show where people bet their lives to win something big. Cause when your life is shit, then you haven't got much to lose.
Lester's tour bus.
Pardon me. That way is a very nice way. It's pleasant down that way, too. Of course, people do go both ways.
That was Burning for Verona. This is Lester Rockwell, and thank you for listening to Lester's tour bus again. We actually had an opportunity, well, I had an opportunity on the 11th to go see Burning for Verona in Ybor City. Wadman Entertainment was doing a Doomsday show, I guess Surviving Doomsday show on the 11th, and it was very good. I actually saw a couple bands I hadn't seen before, and got exposed to a couple bands that I like. I know it seems like I like everybody, but the music and the scene is so good right now. Everybody is so good. It's very difficult to go out here in these venues that have these multi sort of band presentations to find somebody that's disagreeable in this day and age. But that show had Foreshadow, Impurity, Burning Fair Verona, Ebullition, which is actually out of Ocala, Florida. That's the first death metal band. I don't know about the Ocala scene. I know it's very much a country music driven scene. Of course, if you watch horse racing, Ocala is very well known for the best racing horses in the entire country. So also coming from Florida. And then Doomwolf. Doomwolf was a great band, but it was also very much a one man show. Crazy guy. You can tell he's been playing forever. Really, really good. If you get a chance to see them, they were the surprise of the evening for sure. The Lester's Tour Bus is proudly brought to you by the Talkwad Network. Please check out our other shows on the Talkwad Network at www.talkwad.com. That's www.talkwad.com. Particularly check out my boy JC Viper. I've had an opportunity to hang out with him lately, and he's just the coolest guy alive. He's also on Rock Slam Radio, so if you get an opportunity to watch his show, very good show, very entertaining. If you're into Florida music, or if you're into the music scene at all, the guy is extremely well informed. You'll learn a lot from that show. You'll know what's going on. He's got a couple things planned I'm going to try to get myself involved with. So anyhow, also I wanted to say something about this sort of impromptu today by myself, so I've got to get through a 2-hour show. So I have to come up with a couple things to talk about, but one is this table that everything's sitting on. This is a brand new Talkwad studio. The studio just opened. Nolan Ray, who's the station manager, he's actually in the the engineering chamber right now. But this table was used to open each and every studio, so it's sort of symbolic that it's here right now. Give you a little bit of insight when you're looking into the watching the video for the show. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. And this is something that I talked about a couple months ago. Because of the availability of the video and the speed that the video can be streamed back, it looks like we are able to produce a good streamable video of these bands. And so to me that's preferable. Video I think is always more entertaining than just listening to the bands. Actually I like both. Listening to music is somewhat of a different experience than watching the video, but I made that decision that, all the videos that I can get my hands on from these bands, which do tend to be limited. So either I need to get lots and lots of bands, or I need to get these bands to make more videos. There's lots of the live stuff, but if the audio quality is not up to par, I don't want to put it on the show. I don't mind doing live videos if the sound's really good, but the production videos that these bands are doing are just high end. I mean, they're very impressive over and over again. You're going to get to see a couple of those tonight. But, the first video I'm going to show you is from a band called Foreshadow. Now, Foreshadow was actually at the Apocalypse Survival Show on the 11th, and I got to hang out with the guitarist. This is the second time. Foreshadow's actually been on Lester's tour bus in the studio, but I get to hang out with Aaron Robinson again. I have to say that, this guy, he's just the nicest, smartest, very, very intelligent, very, just connected, knows what's going on, articulates himself well, and just a really nice guy and very approachable. If you go see Foreshadow, definitely go and say hello to Aaron. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run their video. This is Foreshadow, The Meaning of Life.
Standing on the
That is Foreshadow. Foreshadow's right out of this area here. They're going to be doing, they're an internationally touring band. They are actually going to be leaving soon, doing a Asian tour out in the Far East. So we wish them to be safe out there and have a lot of fun and unleash themselves in the East. When I was talking to Aaron, I was trying to see if they were going to do one more Florida show, and he said they might try to squeeze one in before they leave. So hopefully that occurs. This band is just as fast and precise live as what you just heard. The next Florida band that we're going to talk about is out of Orlando, Florida. This group is called Beautiful Chorus. I was first gained knowledge of their existence through Mecca, who is the singer of Mechanism. Mechanism I've talked about a few times on the show. Anyhow, Beautiful Chorus is starting their, they've been producing a lot of good things. They've been producing some really good videos. One of the videos I like a lot, I'm not putting it on today. I might put it on next week. But the production of the video is just stunning. It has to do with time-lapse photography and space and all that stuff. So the video that I'm going to show today is their newest video, the one that they just posted. But what this is nine girls singing and harmonizing together. And it's a very unique sound. Now, they're starting their world tour. Their world tour is going to be the four corners of the United States at first, but they're literally going to be touching the entire country. They have one date in Florida, and that is in Orlando on May 26th. I would call this sort of like the, can you turn it down? The rock equivalent of, sort of how the Trans-Siberian Orchestra was sort of born of metal. This is the same thing in the sense that it's not like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but it was sort of a unique type of music experience born of rock, and I would say that's the same for Beautiful Chorus. I don't know if they're born of rock, but it's a unique experience. It's not like anything else that you're going to see. And so I like that sort of thing. I like going out and experiencing, different things. And so I expect that they're going to have wild success actually in this. But the tour that they're on is called the Tour of Abundance. Now, if you go to Beautiful Chorus's site on Facebook, they have some flyers for the Tour of Abundance, and they also have some unique items and tour credits for sale on their website, I guess, as they're trying to fund the first leg of this. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but I'm assuming they're trying to fund the first leg of this tour. Of course, they're bringing 9 people with them, so I can't imagine it's going to be too cheap. But this is Beautiful Chorus's newest video. It's called Fierce Grace.
We are the warrior movement of peace. We are the power, spirit embrace. We are accepting the blessings of every direction. We are the students of a fierce grace. We are the warrior movement of peace. We are the power, spirit embrace. We are accepting the blessings of every direction. We are the students of a fierce gray. We are the warrior movement of peace. We are the power, spirit, and brave. We are accepting the blessings of every direction. We are the students of a fierce grade. We are the warrior movement of peace. We are the power, spirit, and brave. We are accepting the blessings of every direction. We are the students of a fierce grade. We are.
There you go. And that is a Beautiful Chorus. And again, that's our latest video. I have a couple more. I have a couple songs that I really like by them. That's not saying I don't like that one. I do like that one. But I have one song I actually play all the time. It's been played on this show a few times. Steve, can you hear me? What'd you think of that? Did you like that video?
I did. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of this format? You think it's better than the doing the video part of it?
What do you mean?
Oh, doing the videos of the bands. Do you find it more entertaining to watch
Oh, definitely.
the bands play rather than just listening to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're in a video session like this.
Yeah, exactly. So I look forward to some feedback. There are people who regularly listen to my show, so I'm sure they'll get a hold of me and let me know what they think, as they always do, and that's actually appreciated. Trying to get better at this. I haven't spent a lot of time in my life doing public speaking. Started doing this. Wanted to create a venue for Florida music, and I approached the band that I played in. I used to play in a band. We came down here and played at the studio. We actually played at the Clearwater studio. And I spoke to Nolan about something that I'd been thinking about for a while, and that's that, having a place where you could listen to Florida music. And I was thinking about a station that played nothing but Florida music, and you would have basically divided up by style. And that was not practical in the beginning, so Nolan said, well, what about a show? Just start with a show that does nothing but Florida music, and then, see if that catches on, and then, maybe eventually create a station that's nothing but Florida music and then have lots of shows. But, like, in the case of my show, I try not to dominate the show by talking a lot. I haven't been overly successful with that. The idea is to play play music, try to be entertaining, try to be funny. It's difficult to be funny when you're by yourself, although I seem to find a way when nobody's looking. But the next band I'm going to talk about is a Florida band that's also out of this area, Tampa, and that's the Abortion Twins. Now, the Abortion Twins, they're kind of hard to categorize, actually. I want to say old SOD, old MOD type punk, but not really. They're a very unique band. I mean, they're definitely along the punkish rock genre. If you get a chance, you can go on YouTube and you can listen to their music, and some of it's just straight up rocking, and some of it's just very, very weird. But that band, the Abortion Twins, is actually two brothers who I assume are the Abortion Twins, and that's Daniel and Richard Smith. Richard Smith you can see because whenever there's a major concert at the Brass Mug, he is the one running the door. But Richard's other band, who was also a guest on Lester's tour bus, they have a video. Now, this video is not really a production video. This is a collection of stills with their a collection of stills with the song playing. But it'll give you an opportunity to see what the band looks like. I'm not sure in this case whether that's a good or bad thing. No disrespect, but this video is Servants of the Mist, Blackout the Sun.
God is dead! Satan lives!
And that's Servants of the Mist. Now, that's a band that I happen to like a lot. That particular song, I just associate with the just pure evil. I mean, you have screaming, infants at the beginning, a collection of them, so there's more than one. And then, as the song sort of trudges along, I kind of see a ogreish-looking guy walking down an arched underground hallway made of stone, moist and, covered with mold, pulling a rope with body parts tied to them, dragging behind him, as he walks down this long hallway that doesn't end. It's kind of how I visualize what's going on as the song goes on. But one thing I like about Richard, and that's the only video that was other than just a still image to the whole video that I could find for the band. But I do have a bunch of their songs just on audio. And but what Richard, first of all, the different bands that they're in are very stylistically different from one another. So he has a lot of breadth as far as his what he puts out there. But I like his voice. In that song, you may not really get the Jim Morrison vibe as much as a couple of his other songs. One of his songs, you would think it was Jim Morrison actually singing the song. The next band that I'm going to talk about is from Orlando. The first time I saw this band was with Murderfly. Murderfly had played the Hard Rock Orlando, and so I went up to go see. I went up to go see them, and Razor's Edge was playing, and I didn't know who Razor's Edge was, but I watched a show, very, very entertaining show. They're sort of the clown themed, stage prop, but it's more than just music. It's an entire show. And Alex Cadabra, he's a member of that band. I think he also does some promoting as well. But they're producing a new album, and they're actually setting out for a rather large tour event, and they're calling it the Year of the Razor Tour 2013. And I've had an opportunity. They're churning out their new stuff right now, and they're putting out each single as it's produced or as it's finished in post-production, and it's very good. I think it actually supersedes the stuff that they were doing before, and so I'm wishing them the best. I'm wishing them luck. This is a new song of theirs that's, literally, I guess maybe a couple weeks old. It's called Maggots and Flies. This is by Razor's Edge, and this is the new video.
The blood's going straight and it's twisted maze for days and days. I've been feeling the range. I'm just going through some things, it's hella pain. Am I insane? Cause I want the blood to rain. Me and half dead, gonna rock your fucking heads. A couple screws loose, maybe we just need meds. We do this by ourselves, we don't have no real friends. As I spit these sick words, reality bends. Up, down, left and to the right. Everybody's dying in here tonight. Pray to your God and close your eyes. Killing all the maggots and we're killing all the flies. Up, down, left and to the
Well, there you go. So that's Alex Cadabra, and that's Razor's Edge. And I actually I talk to him every once in a while online. I would love to, before they start on their tour, I'm going to try to get him to talk to us on the show, give us a little bit of information about the band. So hopefully we can look forward to that. It is time now for Mandatory Murderfly. That's going to be a part of the show I do every single week. Murderfly is finishing up their new album, produced by the ex-Spooky Kid, Sarah Lee Lucas from Marilyn Manson. Murderfly will be in the West Coast area again on the 26th of January at the Haven in Winter Park. They're going to be with Lit Up, Burning for Verona, Another Life Spared, and a band called In the After. If you haven't had an opportunity to see Another Life Spared, that's a band fronted by a guy and a girl. Just go to YouTube, Another Life Spared, and just play a couple of their songs, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Very professional, just a very good band. Their music is extremely listenable, and they're going to be playing there that day. So I'm going to make the little drive over to Winter Park to see this show, 'cause it's going to be an excellent show. And also Sarah Lee Lucas, he shows up at Murderfly shows from time to time. So if you head up there, you might actually run into a legend that's actually bigger than Lester Rockwell, if you can imagine that. So for the Mandatory Murderfly today, we're going to be playing a Native Noise favorite. This is called Murderfly Flowers.
you to the ground. Burn 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 you to the ground. Burn! 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 You brought this on yourself. Something has to be done before there is nothing left for you. Take a look at your life. Realize what you have become. You are so selfish. You don't care about anyone. Take a look at your life. Realize what you have become. Someone said please, give me something to hold on. Only after you have lost everything. Only after you have lost everything. Take a look at your life. Realize what you have become. Someone save me, give me something to hold on.
Yes. Mandatory Murder Fly. Oh, I just love those guys. I love that video too. I love that song. Everybody on the planet should listen to that song. It's a good one. Reflect. Again, they're going to be in this area on the 26th of January. And it's going to be in Winter Haven. At the Haven in Winter Park. Sorry. So I confused that a little bit. If you go, I'm going to be there. I don't know if that helps your decision to go, but there's going to be a lot of cool people there. So let's see. Also playing at that show is going to be Burning Fair Verona. I started the show today with a Burning Fair Verona song. They recently released a professional production video for, they also have a new album coming out. Murderfly and Burning Fair Verona have new albums coming out at the same time. And this is their first release song from the new album, on which they made a video, and I thought the video came out really, really well. It probably needs a, PG-13 or possibly an R rating on it, but You can judge that for yourself. This is Burning Fair Verona. Rest in pieces. And they're all dead. I'm not sure what the meaning at the end of this video is. I mean, the girl that killed them all, my ex-girlfriend in real life. That's a lie. I've never met her. But I can still imagine. But at the end they find they're holding the chainsaw, and she's dead. She's one among the scattered bodies. So I'm sure it has some significance there. The Evan or City, he's the guitarist, one of the guitarists. They have two excellent guitarists. You can hear it in the music. Everybody in the band is incredible. The other guitarist is Barry Pinto, but Evan, if you ever see this guy, he's like 6'4", 6'5", mohawk, just, smart as hell, but crazy, not going out and, going on a shooting spree crazy, but just, free-spirited. And so it's interesting. After the last show, I went out and hung out with them, and of course they're hard to keep up with because they're going everywhere. But Evan, he's a rather imposing character, and he just sent me a message on Facebook, said he's going to grace my presence here by coming into the studio at some point in time. Again, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm excited about having somebody from Burning Fair, Verona in the studio, but frightened at the same time knowing what I know, particularly about Evan. But he is definitely a rock star through and through. That's for darn sure. And I'm a rock star too, as you can tell by the way I use the word darn. Anyhow, my problem is I've been raising kids for so long. I've been a father for so long. I just automatically filter curse words. So not cuss words, curse words. Anyway, the next band I'm going to bring up, this is somebody who was on the show early on, and when this guest was on, this was one of my favorite shows ever. It was one of the funniest shows ever, and geez, I don't remember which one it was, but it might have been somewhere around the second or third show. But if you go on to Facebook and you go to Lester's Tour Bus and you look at the early shows, somewhere in August, September of last year, you'll see the show with Soca Van, and there's just a lot of good parts of that show that ended up being really funny. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take parts of the show that ended up being really good, and then build a place where it's just excerpts of the show, like the funniest parts of the show, and some of those are really good. So, but Soca Van was on my show. Now this is a very large departure from the other type of music that you've heard on here today. To me it's calypso, but when he was on the show, he described it a different way. And if you have an opportunity to listen to the show, when you're listening to this type of music, he really gives a fantastic historical perspective on this type of music. Now, this video, back when he was on the show, they didn't have videos. At some point in time, he's released this video. And there's something about this video that I like, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. So when you watch it, just see if you can figure it out. This is Soca Van, and the name of the song is Mammy.
They say you could jam. They say you could wind your body in Trinidad. You looking so sexy, shaking up your waist. Have all them men out there hoping for a taste. Mommy, ay ay ay, mommy, mommy. Well, that is bacchanal. Mommy, have me going crazy. Mommy, go ahead and shake up that body. Pass through the islands, end up in San Juan. The sexy bonita, looking for fun. ¿Cómo se llama usted? Mami. Me llamo Margarita. Ay, papi. Mami. Qué rica te ves, mami. Mami. Me encanta tu cuerpo, mami. Mami. Es muy caliente, Nina. Mami. Quisiera tenerte, mami. Mami. Bacanal. Mami. Mami. Es muy caliente, español. Mami. Y caliente, mami. Fly over the ocean if you see waves in motion. I'm having a time, I'm not feeling fine. Sexy do lying, lost in the chatting. Roll up the tassa, man. She and she nanny. Mommy, ay ay ay, mommy. Mommy, chutney bacchanal. Mommy, Betty got back. Mommy, that's a fact with all of that. Mommy, ay ay ay, mommy. Mommy, mommy, mi casa su casa, mami. Mami, ay ay ay. Mami, me gusta mucho, mami. Mami, oy oy oy, mami. Mami, live la vida loca, mami. Mami, oy mi corazón. Mami, well that is bacchanal. Mami, mami, new style. Yes, mami, mami. So Caban is back on track.
Mommy, Bacchanal, mi casa, su casa. Yeah, that's a good video. That's a good song. Again, everything that you hear on Lester's tour bus is Florida artists. They come from all over Florida. I have artists from Jacksonville and Daytona and Fort Lauderdale, and have a new one from Ocala, several from Orlando, a bunch from Brevard County. I don't know what it is about Brevard County, but in fact, I'm going to talk about a band that's from Brevard County. They're not there was I'm kind of out of order here. They were a band that came highly recommended to me. Now, it's not like there was already so many Brevard County bands, Breathing Theory and Murderfly and Who Was I and another Life Spared, and I mean Jenna Torture. Well, they're really out of Orlando, but just that's just ones that come off the top of my head. But there's just a large number of bands. It's just sort of this center for creating musical artists. But I was surprised when yet another one, and kind of a popular one, came out of Brevard County that I had not heard of before, and that was Lydia Can't Breathe. And we're going to get back to them in a minute here. But the band that I'm going to bring up now is Fathom, and I talked about them last week. I usually play a song from Fathom every week. Their albums are concept albums, and they have quite a few songs on them, but they're all, very well thought out from beginning to end. It's more than just a collection of songs. And then, every week I also mention just the individual talent of the people in the band, particularly Diacono, who's the guitarist, very advanced in the line of, Kirk Hammett, Becker, Malmsteen. He's in line with those guys. He's that good. I'm going to go ahead and play a Fathom video. This is Fathom, The Letter. Come on now. You and I know that was about the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. Now, wasn't that video a lot of fun? Look at all the trouble they went through. The only thing is, I think I sensed a touch of sacrilege, but other than that, I think it was just fun. What do you think, Steve?
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch. Just a pinch. But that's kind of their shtick, you know. They're from, oh, God darn it. Well, they're from Fort Lauderdale now. And they were like forest dwellers in Bolivia or something. I don't remember where they're from. I have to go read. If you go to, hold on a second, I'm on Facebook. I'm not going to do that right now, though. But you can go on there and, learn all about the band. But, if you're a musician and you just listen to Diachrono and that band, I mean, he is just, and the thing is all this talent you're listening to, this is all Florida bands. This is all Florida music. So these are potentially, if you find somebody that you like, you can go out there and you can listen to a live show. And that's what it's all about. You can call in to my show. I don't normally give out the number. I don't know if I ever have kind of fish for people to talk to. However, I'm quickly running out of content, but I'm not as quickly running out of time. I actually got 37 minutes. I might be okay. No, I don't. 47 minutes. So the number's 813-639-8255. That's 813-639-TALK. Again, 813-639-8255. I know it's Thursday. It's leading into Friday. A lot of people are partying early, and the short-term memory may not be intact. So that's why I repeated the number 3 times. Pray I repeat it again if you want to call in. Okay, going back to Brevard County Band, whereas I highly recommend Fathom to you. Lydia Can't Breathe was highly recommended to me. And, of course, I was shocked and surprised when I found out yet another one came out of Brevard County. I'm going to have to go over there and hang out over there more, apparently, because of, and I don't even know what's in Brevard County. Melbourne, the space shuttle. Is there a major city there?
I have no idea.
Yeah. So, but anyways, Lydia Can't Breathe. This is a very young and handsome and svelte young men who've come together to, I guess they're at least 2 or 3 years old, if you look at how long they've been posting YouTube videos. But they've sort of come into their own. They've created their own style. They're very talented. Their music has matured and gotten better over time, and they're sort of that party vibe kind of band, sort of like the American Party Machine, who I'm looking forward to getting in here. Had a lot of fun hanging out with the American Party Machine, and I have a feeling that it would be just as fun as hanging out with Lydia Can't Breathe. Of course, they could be my kids, but hopefully that doesn't stop them, and they'll allow me to hang out. But this is the a video for, and this video is just really cool. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. It's Lydia Can't Breathe. Winner.
There's no one here.
Man, this sucks. I was really looking forward to getting some tang. Or at least some head. Yeah, but I hear you can get AIDS from getting head.
Well, I don't have AIDS.
Silly boys, you can't catch AIDS. That's why you drink tiger blood.
Nah, man. Should we do this?
Spoof, dude.
I'm a winner. Yes, I am. But if I lose, I swear I'll be goddamn. I'll tell your mother, tell your daughter too. Sons and fathers, this one goes out to you. I said I wake up and I get high each and every day. The whole world around me keeps on changing, but I still stay the same. I'm a winner. You're the winner. That's who I am.
There you go. Did you play it through to the end? You got to get the cannonball in there. You know what I'm saying?
Did I miss something?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
you missed the cannonball. It's
It was right
okay.
at the end.
Well, it's hard to know. You know, you haven't seen it before. It's over the cube. At the end, everybody's laying there. They're sleeping comfortably, and some bastard jumps into the pool and splashes everybody. Now, the reason that that's significant is because that guy would be me. I hate youth. I hate beauty. Therefore, you know, I'm going to do everything in my power to taint it. That's not true. I actually love everyone. The Lester's Tour Bus is all about love, and it's all about these great videos. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, God, this is awesome. I get to see these really good-looking guys, these good-looking people, and they're singing songs, and the show rocks. And I have to listen to this dork between the songs, because it's exactly what I would be saying. Now, it's my, you know, I'm doing the show thing, so, you know, I feel like I'm obligated to say something. I probably should just line up an entire string of videos and just play the videos, and you'd probably be happier with that. But my ego being what it is, it says that I have to at least say something between each song. If that annoys you, which it would certainly annoy me, then I apologize. But I promise that over time I'll try to get more and more inventive, creative, and interesting between the songs. Here's a song I don't have a video for, but I've had this CD for a while. This is a band called The Destroyed. They're from this area. They're kids. I mean, young kids. They're, 19, 20, I mean, I'm going to guess, talking to them. But I really like them. They played at the Cro-Mag show a few months back. But what they very much remind me of, they're like purist punk from the 70s. The style of music that they play, the way they dress, the way they behave, I mean, just everything. It's like it's almost like looking into a time machine in a sense, looking back at that part of life. And of course, I remember when that stuff came around the first time. It was so terrifying and crazy and scary. And you know, some guy would come to school with his, you know, both ears pierced and a mohawk, and he was just a crazy person, you know. And then the devil's locks and all that stuff started coming out, and people piercing tongues, and I mean, it was just madness. Even the rebels, the hardcore guys, the guys that were out there, you know, listening to black metal, they're looking at these people like, oh, holy crap, they're freaks. And of course, a lot of that stuff's come mainstream now. But I'm gonna play a song. Hold on, I'm gonna play a song. There we go. I'm sure that sounded nice. From them, because I don't have a video yet. I'm hoping that they do one soon. But hold on, I gotta find this. And just you can get an idea of the type of band that this is, and if you get an opportunity and you're into this sort of music, and I'm really I'm into all sorts of music, but especially rock. You know, just the different aspects of rock and the little subtle differences, and you know, the little adjustments to taste and the within rock. Never got into that hipster thing where I'm, handpicking some obscure band and, disincluding everything else. I just like rock in general. And so as punk would definitely fall into that. Huge Misfits fan. I've seen Danzig as many times as I've seen, Slayer. Slayer would be number one, maybe Danzig number two. Anyways, this is The Destroyed. I could almost see myself smashing my face into somebody else's face out there on the floor out there in front of the stage. I like them a lot. I'm going to start playing them on the show more often. And then I'm going to write them and tell them to make a damn video. Like I said, everybody's got the live videos with the sound on them. Once you take the sound, the sound's not so good in the first place, and then you put it on YouTube, and then it's taken from YouTube, and then we broadcast it, and it gets completely lost. It gets watered down. It's no good. And we all know that the fans of the Lester's Tour Bus Show have certain expectations of quality, and we intend to meet those standards. What I'm thinking about doing is I should do shows that are purely, a Brevard County, all bands from Brevard County show. That would be easy. All bands from Tampa area would be easy. Orlando would be easy. What else we got here? If we did purely Ocala, I think it'd come down to a pure Abolition show. I should play an Abolition song. We have a little bit of extra time. This is another band that played with Foreshadow and Burning Fair Verona. And so do I have a call? Is that what you're telling me?
Hey.
Who's this? Hello?
Hey, it's John, man, from Murderfly.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. What you up to?
Well, doing my thing, so kind of doing it by myself today, so I'm glad you called in. How you doing?
Yeah, doing good, man. Some jamming, getting ready for a show coming up on January 26th.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I'm actually going to make the drive and see you there that day. I think it's only 20 minutes from here anyway?
Yeah, it's not too bad up there at the Haven in Winter Park.
It's further for you than it is from us. And you're also, are you going to be at the, what are you doing this Saturday? Are you guys playing?
Not this Saturday. The following Saturday we are.
Are you going to go to, there's that benefit that Who Was I's doing. Are you going to go by there just to hang out?
Yeah, I was planning on going to the Melissa Hubbs benefit there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to drive to Melbourne and go to that too. And that's what happened there. You heard what happened to me, right, as far as getting sick?
Nah, not completely.
It was exactly the same thing. Well, I wouldn't expect you to know, but it was exactly the same thing. Everybody's catching the flu in the state. And the dehydration got so bad I went into renal failure and I had to go into the hospital. Well, when I spoke to Roach, he said that's exactly what happened to this girl. She caught the flu that everybody's catching, dehydrated, went to the hospital, renal failure, except for she didn't recover, you know.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, man, that sucks.
And she's young. She was born in 80, so she's considerably younger than I am. And, of course, she has a kid with Roach, and Who Was I? They're friends with your band, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And
so, love Who Was I, man.
Yep, love Who Was I, and this Roach Rose, this is his, the mother of his son, of course. And then, so they're going to be, I guess there's... at this event in Melbourne. I hope it gets really, really big. They, I noticed everybody's, like, even your band took some equipment and signed the equipment to be auctioned off at the event. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So, I got to talk the missus into it, but it's something I'd like to do tomorrow. Second thing on Murderfly, you guys, I noticed you did release at least part of a song the other day. How much longer till the album's done?
Yeah, I would expect it to be released within a month. And, yeah, we did release maybe about a half a minute of one of the tracks off the new album called The Red Takes Over.
And did you see the hostility? It's like, we're going to release this, and then... It took a while for you guys to release it. You know, everybody was expecting it early in the day. It didn't come till late in the day, and they started turning on you. They wanted to hear the sample. I was one of them.
Yeah, they're getting ravenous, man.
They were getting ravenous. That's right. And another thing, are you guys going to do when you get this album done? Are you guys gonna give me a video? Because I've changed my format on the show. I'm trying to get more toward playing videos, but videos are expensive to do, so I don't know how difficult it's going to be to get bands to make more videos.
Yeah, I know we've had that documentary crew filming us for most of last year, and we have a couple videos made. I just sent you one on Facebook there for Flowers, and has a studio quality soundtrack on it with live footage, and
which will be better than. So I should replace the one I have now, is what you're saying? Did you hear it today?
Yeah. No, I didn't catch the show earlier.
Gotcha.
Which one? You played Flowers earlier.
I played Flowers and I played Reflect. I love Reflect. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite songs. So I played it every chance that I get. Of course, I love the whole Murderfly CD. So what else? What else is going on?
Thank you.
Yeah. What else is going on with the band now?
Yeah, we're just getting pumped up for the CD release, and had a few weeks off from shows, and then just getting back on. In 9 days, we have a show at the Haven, and we're just going to be plugging from there. You know, hitting shows across the state, and just trying to expand out.
Just keep moving outward, huh? Yep. And so, so what's left right now? Is it just the post mastering or post processing or whatever they call it?
Yeah, it's into the final mixing and mastering. It's about 90-something% there.
So how does the writing process go for Murderfly? Do you guys does basically everybody sit down and get along, and you just sort of, you know, do you actually work on different parts of the song and try to work them together? Is it one of those things where you all just sit around and play and you're like, with the recorder on, this is how we used to do it, and so for whatever reason one part of it sounded good and you're like, oh hey, we got to redo that part of it. How does that work?
Yeah, usually we all get together, jam out, and if something catches our attention, we'll work on that piece of music, try to develop it. A lot of times, one of the band members will come in with a piece of music that's already written, kind of throw it out there, see what everybody thinks, and we just all work on it and, try to develop it into a song.
Yep. Now, you guys are a pretty hard-working band now. I did notice that, you're everywhere as far as you're doing East Coast shows, and you're coming all the way over here, West Coast shows, and even middle non-coast shows, but everywhere you look as Murderfly. How's that as far as just being on the road all the time and playing shows all the time? Is that something you've adapted to, or is that something that's been hard on you? No.
Yeah, they adapted to it pretty well. It's awesome just to go out there, jam shows. It's pretty much what I live for. It's a little rough, working a full-time job and playing music, but just trying to build it in to where it's just full-time music,
Yep, and like I said, just definitely one of the hardest working bands out there. I don't even know who would I put. I guess maybe over from that side, Patre Bavail. That's another Brevard County band, right? Yep. I see them a lot, and then Burning Fair Verona, who you're playing with on the 26th. I see them a lot too. So
you're playing. Yeah, on the 26th, Another Life Spared and Burning Fair Verona.
And Lit On, have you played with them before?
Lit Up?
Lit Up, sorry.
Yeah, we played with them at the county line earlier last year. And, real good friends with the guitarist. Known him a couple years. Actually played in a band with him a few years back, TJ. And,
so you really
me and
know
him. And, what's up?
So you know him real well. Is Lit Up also from Brevard County?
Lit Up? Yeah, they're from Brevard also.
That's just, I was talking about that earlier in the show today. Just all these bands coming out of Brevard County, and I think you and I talked about this before. It just makes no sense at all. There's no major cities there. They're not necessarily small cities, but they're not like, Tampa, Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami, Tallahassee.
Yeah.
It's just these collection of, medium-sized towns. And but the bands that come out of there, it's just a sort of a cultural, especially in the rock and roll realm, it's just sort of a center of, and it's not just bands. It's not just churning out, just generic bands. Literally it's a half a dozen, and that's the only ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about all the little things. You can find them anywhere, but literally 6 or 7, I'd say quality, high quality bands have come out of the Brevard County area, and you guys are definitely one of them. What do you think of the mandatory Murderfly?
I love that, man. Gotta have that.
We gotta spread the mandatory Murderfly. I'm gonna see if I can get some of the other shows around here to see if they feel the same way. So, have you ever met JC Viper from Hellraiser's Ball?
No, I don't think I've ever met him.
He's a guy. He does a show here, and he's it's under Rock Slam Radio, but he really has taken Rock Slam Radio to the next level. And in fact, he's in negotiations with Clear Channel and all that, and but he's really connected with bands all over the state, and that's why I was wondering if you had communicated with him before. But if I could talk him into doing a segment on his show every week, mandatory Murderfly, which there should be.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Well, I feel honored. Feel honored that you called. That you're calling in. The next thing I was going to talk about is what we brought up anyway. I just want to say that the fundraiser for Melissa Tubbs, that's the young lady that died from the influenza. And just a series of events, very unfortunate. It could happen to anyone, healthy or otherwise. But her benefit is this Saturday, the 19th. It's at Cheers to You Bar and Drive-Through Package. It's on Sarna Road in Melbourne, Florida. So I guess just drive up Sarna Road. It's not that long until you see the bar. Cheers. What's Cheers near? Because I don't remember that place.
Cheers. That's right on near Croton and Sarno, where they have the old drive-through liquor store.
Ah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's right there in Sarno Plaza.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right next to that.
Yep, the old liquor store. That used to be a restaurant, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, I think it was a seafood restaurant. It was I forget the name of it.
Gotcha.
Bunkies or something.
Yeah, I knew a waitress who used to work out there at that place. Is the drive-through liquor store still open?
Yep. Yeah, they still have it there.
And then what else about Melbourne? Do they still have Del Freeze on US 1?
Yep, Del Freeze is still there.
Yeah, that's some of the great things about Melbourne was the Del Freeze Wickham Park. I've been everywhere. I've never seen a park like Wickham Park. I love that place. And then
it's great. Yeah, and another thing that they don't have here anymore is when I was younger, you used to go across O'Galley Causeway. And they'd have this killer dragon out in the river at the end of that island.
Now, was it people went out there and destroyed it? They damaged it, or was it just fell apart from being so old?
Yeah, it was a little mixture of both. Yeah, it was getting starting to fall apart, and then some people vandalized it, and there's been some people trying to, get it rebuilt there, get a bigger and better dragon there,
Bigger and better, and the dragon at the end, that's at the actual tip of Merritt Island, correct?
Yes.
And I believe the point of the dragon was that Merritt Island itself, from an aerial view, looks like a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that dragon too. It had it had little dragons and eggs. So it was,
yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's funny. It's been around forever though. But when I was a kid, they had the library pier there. Well, that library pier, if you go over to the Purple Porpoise, which I don't think's up there anymore, there was a Purple Porpoise in Gainesville, and then there was a Purple Porpoise in Indian Atlantic, which is on the other side of the bridge in Melbourne, and that was the University of Florida fan club there. Well, they had these pictures. Right. They had these pictures in Melbourne, and it showed that library pier was actually the original causeway. It went from where it is now to the tip of Merritt Island, and then from the tip of Merritt Island over to the other side of the water, and it was constructed completely of wood. Yeah. Now, I don't remember that because that's before any of our time, but I don't know. I don't think you're old enough to remember or maybe you were, but they used to have a drawbridge causeway where the O'Galley Causeway is now. Do you remember that?
I remember when they were building the new causeway and they had that, the old one was still off to the side that had the drawbridge.
Yep, and I would say that before any of that, before any of that was built, the dragon was already there. So the dragon's got to be. Well, I mean, how long ago was it destroyed? It's like 10 years, right?
Yeah, at least 10 or 15 years ago.
So it had to be, 40 years old then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. And then, what else was there about Melbourne? You had the, let's see, you had the park, you had the Del Freeze, you had, I don't know. I remember
some of the highlights,
Yeah, I'm trying to think, but then you had the great music scene. There was the asylum, the asylum,
the old power station.
The power station.
Yeah.
And what's funny about those places is Nine Inch Nails played at the power station. Green Day played at the Power Station. Nirvana played at the Power
Yeah.
Station.
Pantera.
Like all these bands when they were small. You know, it's like I went to the Beach Theater and saw White Zombie when it was still Rob Zombie's wife playing bass for him. And you just don't know. You know, it's like, you know, they're there with DRI, and you know, it's like White Zombie. Who the hell's White Zombie? You know, you go, you listen to them, you like them, you dance around, you act like a freak, and maybe at the end of the show, you know, they shake your hand or something like that. But it's amazing how, you know, I mean, Rob Zombie went way beyond just music. You know, he does the movie thing, and it became so gigantic. But you know, you have these opportunities, you know, early on. You know, it's funny. You like what you're doing right now. You know, it's funny that you're just doing these small things, and then some sequence of events occurs that takes them from playing places like the Power Station to playing places like, you know, the Ice Palace and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And what is it that happens, you know? Just, I don't know, meeting the right people, or...
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, doing the groundwork, going out there, playing as many shows as you can, just in wherever you can, just getting people to see your live show. I think that's probably one of the biggest factors that helped them, I would think.
And what would you say it takes to get, you know, obviously you have your fan base, but I've always found the problem in Florida. There's two major things that are issue in Florida. One is, like, when I was in Texas, there was one bar close to us, and they would have a country music band up there. Now, I'm not a fan of country music, but I'm a fan of doing something other than, you know, looking at the stars. You know, if you want, my point is if you want to go out at night, that's all you had. So when I was in Texas, it's like, okay, I want to go out, I want to meet people, I want to hang out. So I go to this one club. Well, the problem is that everybody that's there, they're all there because it's the only thing to do. So this band automatically gets, you know, 1,000 people in this great big gigantic bar because everybody's at the same place. In Florida, there's a million things to do. I mean, this state is geared for entertainment, you know, so there's just a lot of competition. You know, the fact that, you know, on any Friday, Saturday night, you know, look at the options, especially in a city like Tampa or Orlando. Look at the options that everyone has for how they can spend their night and entertain themselves. And yet, I think these bands are still getting a really great, you know, turnout, which says something about, you know, the music scene. Because I don't think it was always that way. You know, I think in the 90s, you know, rock shows were, you know, you still had the loyalists, the people who wanted to play, but the fan base just wasn't there. And there's been a resurgence in that, and I don't really know what to attribute it to. Do you?
I don't know. I just think just a lot more people are just getting into metal and hard rock. You know, they're just probably tired of the hip hop or whatever, looking for something heavier. And, I don't know. It could have to do maybe the parents. A lot of parents are getting their kids into listening to metal and rock nowadays.
Imagine that. And you're absolutely right, but imagine that. That doesn't even seem right. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the kids are there. Yeah.
They used to flip out. You're listening to Iron Maiden, then you have your grandma come in and rip posters off your wall back in the day.
That's true.
And then now, you know, it'd be like, you know, you go in someone's room, your kid's room, they're listening to like Justin Bieber. You're like, be ripping his posters off the wall. You know?
It is absolutely. Our engineer, his name is Steve. He is shaking his head and laughing his ass off because it is true. You know, if you walked into a room now and you saw your 13-year-old son, with a picture of Justin Bieber on the wall, it would get ripped off, and much like the way, you know, an Iron Maiden poster would have got ripped off in the past. That's something never really thought about, but yeah, you're right. That's freaking hilarious, dude. And what is the aversion to Justin Bieber? I mean, what's happened to society when we're threatened by Justin Bieber in any way?
I have no idea, man. But yeah, you know, I saw, might have been 2 or 3 years ago, I went to see the Misfits over at old Club Firestone, Orlando.
Yeah.
And, when we were there, you could see there's parents with their children. I saw a few families where there was like 3 generations there.
Well, do you remember I was at that show?
Yep.
And I had my daughter with me, who was probably about 13 at the time, and we were going to run up to the front and be badasses and hang out there, and that lasted exactly 5 seconds. As soon as the show started, it was so aggressive up front for everybody pushing up front that I could not, you know, and I'm a large guy, physically powerful, much like, you know, some sort of, well, I'd say a god in a way, and I still was not able to push back the crowds off of her, so I just had to grab her and drag her out of it. But what a crazy show. That's what I loved about Firestone, man. They didn't care about the rules, you know.
It was awesome. Yeah, they packed people in there like sardines and shit. It was definitely awesome when the lights went down. They had the intro music coming in.
Yeah.
Just felt like you were like in a plane of hell, you know, and just started cranking, man. People moshing.
Yeah, dude.
Going wild.
And then freaking Only comes out, and it's like, wow. Yeah, it's going back in time. John, I appreciate you calling. I have 4 minutes left. I have to play Psycho Tribe Take Control.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because that's another song I just have to play every week. I figure a lot of these songs I play over and over again, but if you remember MTV back in the 80s, they would play the same videos over and over again, and then every once in a while throw in a new one. So if I figure if I'm going to get people, the people that listen to the show, get them used to these different bands, then, you know, it needs to be somewhat of a repetitive exposure. What do you think?
Yeah, that way they know what to expect for the most part.
Yeah, from the show.
Give them a little something different here and there, you know.
Well, hopefully this is a good one. So I'm going to play some Psycho Tribe. John, I really appreciate you calling in. That really ate up that last half hour. I was in trouble.
That's cool, man. It was great to talk to you.
All right. And hopefully I'll see you this weekend, okay?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'll see you.
All right. I'm out of time, so I'm not going to bring up, I'm not going to talk about Psycho Tribe too much. They're just pure metal, and that's it. That's all you need to know.
I fucking love this band. They are the best band ever, period. Ladies and gentlemen,
Such to take